Hey, I'm Noah Bergman with MUSKOX. Today I'm going to be going through how to put your auger flow control block onto your 24 series 24-inch fan model. So the auger flow control block, it's an improvement to your machine. What it's doing, it's limiting the flow through your fan motor, so your fan motor still receives all of the hydraulic flow, and it's limiting your auger to improve the feeding of snow, to not over chew it when you're in the high gallon per minute ranges, and also it lessens the wobble that you have when you're in those real aggressive high gallon per minute big machines. So the first step I'm going to be doing is taking off the bracket here. This is not necessary, but it makes it easier to get access to. Also make it easier for you guys to see. I'm going to be using a 15/16 wrench and socket with an impact to take that bracket off, so I'll show you how to do that now. So I'm going to start by taking off 3 of these bolts and loosening the 4th to allow the bracket to tip back when I'm taking it off. Yeah, sometimes these bolts, when you get them loosened up, they're still snug in the hole, so you'll have to use a hand ratchet to get them out fully. So you're going to be receiving from us this auger flow control block assembly. Has the hose pre-installed on it. You're going to be getting that, and this T here that's going to be going on the return line back to your loader, and also a couple zip ties to re-secure some hoses back. So get it loose enough, and then you can take it off with your hands. Move that out of the way. Now we're going to be taking the flow control block. You're going to want the 90 towards the blower. So that's going to be on the back side in relation to you. This union here is what now attaches to the right side of your fan motor. So we'll start with that. Get that hand started. Once that starts to snug up, take your wrench again. Take and hold with your one hand. Retighten. After we're done with that, we'll take the hose that you just disconnected. Now that's going onto the 90. If your fingers aren't slippery. Okay. Finally get it snugged up. Now you'll want to position that. Now I'm going to be tightening up this jam nut on the back side. Okay. Now after tightening that jam nut up, you're going to take and loosen this so you can reposition the hose against the back of the fan housing. Now you'll hold that there and snug it back up. Okay, so now we're going to be installing the T onto the return line for your loader. Take and loosen this first. Put that down. There will be hydraulic oil when you're doing this, so you probably want something to collect that. Now I'll move that hose so you can see, and take the T, the swivel side, and that'll screw right onto that fitting. Take tighten that up. Okay. Now we'll take and put this on here. Before we tighten all that stuff up, I'm going to take the hose that is pre-installed on your auger block, take and bring that back behind here, pull that cap off, and take and screw it onto your fitting, onto your T up here. Now, take the wrench, get that snugged up good. Now that's when we'll take and do the final tightening of all this. Now I'm just going to be putting the zip tie on the bottom here to hold this hose up a little bit. And we take and we'll zip that on. You hand pull it up, or if you have one of these zip tie guns, that'll tighten it up for you. Cut that off, and you're good to go. Now, after finishing the installation of your auger flow control block, the last step is going to be to reinstall and refasten your bracket. So start by putting in one of these bolts. Use my impact to help. That's up. Put a nut on to make sure it doesn't come back out. And I take my ratchet to re-ratchet these bolts back through. And you're good to go.